How you doing, and welcome to another episode of Collecting with Rob. So today I got a couple of boxes from auction wins from Zobie. This is shopzobie.com is the name of the website. And basically they have auctions weekly. They have an eBay auction, and they also have their website premium auction. And you can usually get some good stuff at pretty good prices. So on one of these items that I just recently won, I picked up because there is actually going to be a Comic-Con coming up where I live locally in a couple of weeks, where a couple of the cast members of the Warriors are going to be there, and they're actually not on this piece that I have, but I would like to add them to the piece. So I already got somebody that's on the piece that won't be there, and now I'm going to add some more people. So I'm happy to open this up. This should be a cool piece that I should have done and completed in about a couple of weeks at the Comic-Con. So let's open it up and show you what it is. So everybody knows, everybody's seen probably The Warriors. It's a great movie, you know, one of those gang movies. Really, really good movie. Lots of action, lots of fun. You know, they don't make movies like that anymore. I used to love the Wanderers too, which was like another gang, like an Italian style movie. Really, really fun movie. But they don't really, they stopped making those type of, like, The Outsiders, and not many of those around anymore. But while they were a little bit before my time, I always grew up watching them and loved them. So anyway, let's show you what this is. So this is the Warriors bat. Let's open it up. JSA authenticated. I won at a very good price. Now, this is signed by Ajax from the Warriors, James Remar. I'll show you that signature right there. It's got the little, on the bat, it's got the little where it says the Warriors. So, like I said, coming to a local con by me, JSA authenticated. There's going to be a couple of these guys coming, so I'm going to add them to the bat. I'm thinking, there's not much room. It's not the biggest bat, but there should be plenty of room to add. They can put one here, you know, on the other side, and maybe an inscription or something. So this is cool. If you haven't seen, I do have another Warriors piece that I got at a con a few years ago done. It's the jacket. It's pretty cool. So now I have the bat to go with the jacket. So that's JSA authenticated from Zobie. Cool piece, you know. Definitely something that I wanted to add to my collection, and it'll be good when I go to the con. So anyway, I got something else. Also on another auction. So if any of you are a wrestling fan, you know in the early 2000s, Kurt Angle and Stone Cold had a really good rivalry going. They were one time they were like an alliance, then they became, you know, enemies. Stone Cold was actually a heel at the time. They kind of switched, like Kurt Angle was the heel, then Stone Cold was the heel. It's really hard to root against Stone Cold, but it's also hard to root against Kurt Angle. But he was a great heel as well. So, you know, everybody knows this. Stone Cold would come out. He would come out with the beer truck, you know, shoot everybody with the hose of the beer. Fun scenes. He got, you know, he squirted it at Vince McMahon, Shane McMahon. We all seen those. But also during this time when Stone Cold was the heel, it was funny. They kind of did a reverse. Basically, Kurt Angle came out. He wasn't a beer drinker. He was like a milk drinker. You know, he's always the healthy guy, milk. You know, I don't know how healthy milk is for you, but you know. He would, so he took out the hose and, you know, he squirted Stone Cold. It was a big scene. Probably is shown on the network now. It was like a really funny moment where he just took the milk truck out and he just started with the hose getting Vince, Stone Cold, and everybody. So this piece went up for auction. It actually has that scene, and it's signed by Kurt Angle that I won. So let's open it up and show you what it is. Again, it's JSA authenticated. This was so funny. I remember I was young at the time, but I thought this was the funniest moment. Kurt Angle comes out with the milk truck, and he's just getting all the guys pretty much, Stone Cold and everyone. He's just getting them all with that the milk. And you know, it was funny because Stone Cold was like, no milk, no milk. You know, he was the beer guy. He didn't want nothing to do with milk. So it was a cool piece for any wrestling fan. You know, definitely something cool to add to the collection. I used to be a very, very big wrestling fan, you know, especially in the early 2000s, late 90s when I was a very young kid. Of course, I was WCW with Goldberg, but then I started getting into The Rock and, you know, Hulk Hogan and Kurt Angle, Stone Cold. As I got a little older, I started going more towards the WWF at the time it was called. And yeah, so I remember the scene very well. Thought it was very funny. So there it is again. So, you know, really cool pieces from Zobie. If you want to check out their auctions, they do them weekly. You could also check out their eBay page where they run an auction. It's called Zobie99.com, and that'll take you to their eBay page. You know, they usually have pretty much Jeffrey Dean Morgan from The Walking Dead. They have a lot of stuff of that, a lot of Cobra Kai stuff, wrestling stuff. Of course, if you like wrestling, you can always get stuff at pretty good prices. Some Star Wars stuff, you know, just a little bit of everything. Nothing really goes at crazy prices, so it's usually affordable if you're looking for, you know, autographs that don't go too high, but, you know, something that you enjoy. It's always good to check out. You could also check them out on their Zobie website, shopzobie.com, where they'll have their premium auctions. Those tend to be a little more expensive auctions. You can get Margot Robbie and things like that. So it's always something good to check out. Anyway, thank you for watching as always, and happy collecting.